afternoon. It's 12 noon, and this is Baina Midday News coming to you live from our studios at Atomic Junction, Benab House. I'm Khadija Tukubra Kailani. Coming up this afternoon, Parliament resumes amidst controversy over anti-gay bill and urgent government business. Also, Mahama vows to reinstate collapsed banks based on unbiased assessments. And on the international front, at least 41 dead in latest militant attack in the eastern Congo. Remember, the news is also live on Facebook and YouTube at Baina TV. Do stay with us for details of the stories. Thank you for staying with us now to our first story. Parliament will resume today, Tuesday, June 11, for the second meeting of the fourth session. The House was abruptly adjourned by Speaker Alban Bagbin on March 20, 2024. This follows an extensive response to a letter from the Presidency advising against transmitting the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill, also known as the Anti-Gay Bill, to the President for assent. On May 3, 2024, the Majority Caucus petitioned the Speaker to urgently reconvene the House to address key government businesses items, including the adoption of the 34th report of the Appointment Committee and a motion on additional financing. In response, a letter from the Office of the Speaker has recalled members of Parliament from recess to commence proceedings today. Meanwhile, the 2024 flag bearer of the opposition National Democratic Congress, John Dramani Mahama, has reaffirmed his pledge to revive collapsed bank and financial institutions after a comprehensive and unbiased assessment. He stressed the importance of this initiative in stabilizing the financial sector and restoring public confidence.
Expressing concern over Ghana's escalating unemployment rate, Mahama urged Ghanaians to support him overwhelmingly in 2024 general elections to rejuvenate the struggling economy. He said the restoration of these financial institutions, which will be based on a thorough, unbiased assessment, will help create jobs and stimulate economic growth. In an interaction with Ghanaians on Sunday, June 9, Mahama acknowledged the rising frustration among the youth due to unemployment. The former president outlined his vision to economic recovery, emphasizing the need for inclusive policies that benefited all segments of society. He assured the youth of his commitment to fostering a nation characterized by shared growth and prosperity, and reiterating his dedication to addressing unemployment and creating a more equitable economic environment through the revival of key financial institutions and the implementation of progressive policies.
Also, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the governing New Patriotic Party's presidential candidate and vice president, has unveiled a bold pledge to implement a comprehensive tax amnesty policy for individuals and businesses under his presidency in 2025. This initiative is intended to facilitate the country's transition to a flat rate tax system where every Ghanaian would be subject to a single rate on taxable goods and services.
Addressing members of the Ashanti Regional House of Chiefs as part of his 3-day campaign tour of the Ashanti region, Dr. Bawumia emphasized the significance of his tax reform in providing clarity and predictability for importers and businesses. By streamlining the tax structure, the proposed policy aims to enable businesses to better forecast their tax obligation, thereby fostering a more conducive environment for economic growth and investment. Dr. Bawumia underscored the importance of adopting a fresh approach to taxation that aligns with his broader economic vision. He emphasized the need for innovative measures that not only simplify the tax regime, but also stimulate economic activity and support the government's development agenda. He cited the unpredictability of import duties as a disturbing phenomenon for importers, adding that his government will put in place a flat rate import duty to help importers to have a fair idea of how much to pay in Ghana cedis.
Away from that, the Member of Parliament for Efutu, Alexander Afenyo-Markin, has urged teachers in the area to refrain from indoctrinating students with their political ideologies ahead of the upcoming 2024 December polls. Afenyo-Markin said such practice polarizes the educational environment, creating acrimony among students.
Alexander Afenyo-Markin made this comment during the distribution of laptops to teachers from Efutu municipality as part of his One Teacher, One Laptop initiative. He called on the teachers to be cautious in their political utterances, especially in an election year. He also reminded the teachers of the need for them to avoid unnecessary acrimony and polarization in the educational environment, cautioning teachers against political indoctrination of students. The Efutu Member of Parliament also encouraged healthy political debate over politics of insults. The majority leader then advised the teachers to make good use of the tablets in educating students in the era of artificial intelligence in order not to be left behind.
Now in some international stories, the death toll in an attack in the Democratic Republic of Congo on Friday by militants and Islamist rebel has risen to at least 41, the government said on Monday. Red Cross volunteers and young people from the village of Masala in the eastern North Kivu province have been searching for bodies since the incidents.
Locals said army men using guns and machetes attacked residents of villages of Masala, Keme, and Mahini.
We learned that our fleeing family members were killed along the way. Here we have two bodies, a girl and a boy. Look how they were killed.
While the North Kivu region has been plagued with violence from M23 rebels in the recent months, the army said the Allied Democratic Forces ADF were behind these latest attacks. The group has been present in DRC for 3 decades and regularly carry out assaults in the provinces of North Kivu and Ituri against the Congolese army and villages. It has pledged allegiance to Islamic State. People in Masala were still in shock after the ADF militants went on their deadly rampage through the village, killing people and destroying homes. Local civil society members said more than 80 people have been killed in multiple assaults in the area since last Tuesday. They called for more protection from the government. The eastern part of DRC has been plagued with violence from over 100 groups for nearly 30 years as they fight for power, land, and valuable mineral resources. More than 7 million people have been displaced by the ongoing fighting.
And now in sports. The Black Stars recorded a second consecutive win in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers following their home victory against the Central African Republic on Monday, June 10, 2024 at the Baba Yara Stadium. Speaking after the game, Addo credited his team's mental resilience and positive attitude for the 4-3 comeback victory.
The Black Stars entered the game buoyed by their comeback win over Mali in Bamako on June 6, 2024, after opening the scoring with a penalty from Ayew just 6 minutes in. Central African Republic took the lead at halftime following a brace from Louis Mafuta. The Black Stars came back stronger in the second half with 2 more goals from Ayew and another strike from Abdul Fattah Isaku, giving the team a 4-2 lead. Louis Mafuta then scored his third of the night directly from a free kick, ending the game 4-3. Speaking after the game, Coach Otuado said the team showed a positive spirit despite being behind in both Mali and Central African Republic games. He also emphasized the need for the team's recent performance to become the standard for the national team going forward. The Black Stars have now moved to the top of Group I in the CAF World Cup qualifiers with 9 points, 3 ahead of both Comoros and Madagascar, who will face Chad and Madagascar respectively on Tuesday, June 11th.
And this is how we end our midday news. For more stories, log on to our website, bainamultimedia.com. I'm Khadija Tukubra Kailani. Have a good afternoon.